honest, I realize when stuff don't work out your way sometimes, well, most of the time, you're the good heart in the situation. Because people will take advantage of you, like, multiple times. And then they'll try to, like, make you out to be the one that's evil or something. You know, plus, when you think, if you have to think of a specific person as a evil being, most likely that means you have issues. I just seen the video of the girl saying something about people always feel like they gotta be brutally honest and stuff. And I be like that too. But I only do it out of wanting that in return. Like, I try to be honest because I don't want nobody to, like, be unhonest to me. So I just try to be honest. I don't be trying to be brutally honest. But I try to, say it in a way that I feel like I would want to be hearing something that I would be considered disrespectful or not up to par for my taste within taking it in. Anyways, I think having like a confusion thought about an individual is a good, like, mindset, and I feel like that just solidifies that you're a good person and a good-hearted individual. Because you could just automatically have an ideal of someone and just be like, all right, well, that's my ideal about this person. Bump the rest of that extra stuff that they got going on. It's just that on that. And if you think like that, it's like, I don't even know how you could have any stable relationships around you, because people's personality fluctuates in a natural way. So, I don't know. That's just me. On me. Also, you can be really angry at people for being ornery. Now that I'm seeing it, like, me, like, in the past, I try to control being, like, ornery minded around people, especially if I know I want to be around them. So, and then I'm just having this idea, like, oh, I'm gonna be just mad at ornery just to do it. I don't like people like that. Me, on the other hand, if I don't like you, then I'm gonna just be ornery mad around you. But if I like you and I know I want to be around you, I ain't gonna do that. I just feel like it's like, I don't know, it ruins relationships from even being something good. Because you put on this false, like, ideal or false face to try to bring somebody in, when in reality, that's pushing them away. And then you want to, like, peg them as the evil one and the ungood one and all this stuff, when really you was the one portraying yourself as so. And now when somebody look at you like that, it's like, dang, why are you looking at me like that? When in reality, you put that face forward. I don't know. Or maybe just people just don't like you, and that's just that on it. But anyway. I made so many bucket lists, like, on my notes in my other phone, on paper, and I didn't never get to accomplish any of the stuff I wanted to really accomplish on my bucket list, which is sad. It's like I've been continuing to be, like, in a square that I do not want to be in. I guess I'm not trying to, like, dumb down the bucket list of things I wanted to do due to, like, not having a financial stable situation or just other things. But I feel like even doing that is kind of like, it messes with your intellect within moving forward with things for yourself. But it makes it more realized, like, it makes it more realistic to do. If that makes sense, it makes it more realistic for you to do when you try to, like, dumb it down a little bit, so you can at least accomplish certain things a little bit at a time. Like, for example, like, I always wanted to live in a cottage, probably, like, for my end goal within living life and living in homes and stuff, my end goal would want to be, like, to live in a cottage. And I ideally, like, no, I won't say ideally, I will most likely write that down on the bucket list first, instead of being like, okay, well, before I write that, I'm going to write working a job to get a small apartment, starting with a small apartment, then doing a duplex or something, and letting somebody pay that half, and paying my half too, so I can save up money that I'm earning to be able to afford the cottage. You know, just small builds. But me, when I be writing bucket list, I'm going to put what I automatically want. Like, I know where I want to go straight to. I want to get those two middle ground parts within. I mean, the duplex part, that's a good idea. But ideally, I would want a cottage in the end, if that makes sense. That's just like me saying, okay, you lengthen out your hair. Okay, my hair right here, right now. And I'm saying, oh, I want my hair right here. But in reality, I know I want my hair, like, right here, you know? Like, I don't want to shorten my brain span into being trapped in a place that I didn't want to be in the beginning anyways. I just, like, chose it to be a feeling for my actual one. Anyways. And I used to do that a lot with, like, relationships and males and stuff. Like, I used to be, like, and it wasn't really on me at the same time. It was mostly, like, people around me, too. And even them, like, pestering and all that. I keep saying that. But it's the truth. And it's just sad that, like, the surroundings around me is making me feel like that's, like, the end goal for me. That energy that I didn't even want for myself in the beginning. All in all, like, don't never let people make you feel sad or ashamed of wanting more for yourself, because when it's all said and done, you're going to have to look back and be like, am I satisfied with this life that I built for myself? When in reality, you wasn't satisfied. You was just settling. And then the people that you were settling with gets to move on and actually get the reality that they wanted, even though they was using you as a settling as well. Like, it's kind of grimy. That's how the way the world works within the system. It's like, it's okay for you to do it to me and succeed, but when I do it to you, I get held back a whole notch. But yeah, as well, to say the least. And the way, like, people just keep trying to make, like, what they doing is justifiable for me, but it's not justifiable for you. It's kind of ignorant-minded, too. But we all friends in here. So. And stop letting people tell you that if you would have did this to a person or you would have did that to a person, you would be in a better position. Because if they didn't do it and they're in a better position, that was just showing that they made a pathway for themselves that they don't want you to follow, because they want you to struggle while they're going forward with that positive pathway that works for them, that's easier, less, it's unattainable for you because they're misleading you with their words, but their actions is actually getting to that path that they know you want. It's just a lot of stuff that don't be making sense. Also, don't let people make you feel like you're dumb for, like, actual people that are more successful in life than you, putting you in a position that you know you couldn't even take yourself out of, like, on your own. So, I don't know. It just don't make no sense. Also, I always used to tell myself this, like, don't ever be ignorant-minded to people that, if they don't have the lifestyle that you want, and they got, like, good advice, take that advice, because that's ignorant to, like, that's just like if a homeless person comes up to you and tell you, like, oh, they said it's gonna be $1 million win on this card today, so you better go in and get that card, da 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 da. And you don't listen, and you get let somebody else win your card because you felt like, oh, well, this man looks scrappy and dirty. So what is he talking about? Why don't he go get the card? That could have been your blessing just right there, that man. And you smacking him in his face for trying to help you. You know, it's just like, don't let the physical of someone determine if they can help you or not. Because a lot of people that got the nice physical appearance and dress nice every day, they couldn't help you if it was their last sit on it, because you don't know what they got going on behind the scenes of that. Like, you don't know who they got ties with, alignments with, a whole bunch of stuff they got going on. So you be better off dealing with someone that don't got that type of stuff going on in their life. They have a kind of clean slate within their life because they don't have all these other individuals just in their ear, in their voice, just a whole bunch of other chaotic stuff. Well, so what I'm trying to say is, just because somebody else didn't get to take the path that you want to take, but they have the advice, the knowledge to help you, doesn't consider them an unknowledgeable person. It makes them more as a helping hand within your growth, in a sense, because I don't know. I'm seeing that due to like me watching this video of this homeless man. He was saying like some intelligent words that I ain't never heard nobody say, that's like got a lot going on. He living on the street. And that's kind of struck into my brain, you know, I'm thinking about it, because you just never know who's really down and out that has the most magnificent brain. And people kept shutting them out because it wasn't societally acceptable, or it wasn't accepted to the society of the world. That reminds me of like, what's his name? Not Frankenstein, but he was a scientist. I know he was born in February. Albert Einstein. They was kept supposedly kicking him out of school because he wasn't like the other kids. Whole time he became the most wisdom holder in the world. So you just never know. Well, I don't know. I wasn't there when that story was written, so I can't tell you for factual. But anyways.